Welcome anyone to my YouTube channel. This is Everett, aka Two Beasts to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. And yeah, it's over for Highguard. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's over. It is shutting down. But before we talk about that, let's hit that intro. All right. So, yes, I think something that we all saw coming from a mile away. I think I put it as a tweet. A blind man could see this coming from a million miles away. Highguard is shutting down March 12th. So, that experiment is over. I think, it released in January, right? So, man, just another game come and gone. And this one is just a little bit kind of a sad case in just everything going against it, and maybe just a little bit of unfairness to it, but you know, I'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah, so let me see. So right here, I'm just gonna, I had to put this one. Here's the Jeff Keighley tweet talking about announcing, Highguard will go offline March 12th. Now, this is me being kind of fucked up, I'll admit. The reason I wanted to put the Jeff Keighley tweet is because, I mean, this guy was the one who, he hyped this game up more than anyone. I mean, just right here, you see, this was a couple days before the game released. He's got that gif right there from Jurassic Park. In 48 hours, I'll be accepting your apologies. Yeah, he really was hyping this game up and was acting like, oh no, this game is gonna be, you know, the end all be all. But here, let me go to Highguard's official account. And yeah, this is their announcement right here. So Highguard's final update arriving soon. Thank you for playing with us. All right. Today we're sharing difficult news. We have made the decision to permanently shut down Highguard on March 12th. Since launch, more than 2 million players stepped into Highguard's world. You shared feedback, created content, and many believed in what we were building. For that, we are deeply grateful. Despite the passion and hard work of our team, we have not been able to build a sustainable player base to support the game long term. Servers will remain online until March 12th. We hope you'll jump in with us one more time to show your support and get those final great matches in while we still can. The team is excited to release one final game update to enjoy in the remaining life of the game. We'll be adding a new warden, a new weapon, account level progression, and skill trees. Full patch notes are coming, and we're targeting tonight or tomorrow morning for patch release. From all of us at Wildlight, thank you for playing, for supporting us, and for being a part of Highguard's story. So yeah, I kind of like, I mean, I understand why they're doing one more update. They obviously were working on it for however long they were working on it. And, you know, you're just not going to waste all that work, even though you're shutting down the game. But yeah, again, I think this is something that a lot of people saw coming. There was so much going against it. And I think even the game, I saw something, I don't remember the exact numbers, but like it only had like really 100,000 people on Steam at least. I mean, it says right here more than 2 million players stepped in, so that was probably across, you know, PC and console and everything, which is a high number, but it just obviously couldn't sustain it. Which, I mean, we've talked about this on my podcast before. You know, new episodes every Monday, live streaming that on Sundays, 8:30 p.m. Pacific. You can't launch a game in this current climate that is already dominated by one or two, maybe three, but typically one or two, games that are already dominating that space. And for the hero genre, the shooter, the hero genre or whatever for shooters, it's going to be even more difficult because you have Overwatch and now you have Marvel Rivals. So you have your two that are already, that's it. This is what everyone wants to play. They either want to play as Spider-Man or they want to play as Tracer, you know? Like, there's no in between, it seems like. And even Overwatch struggles sometimes. And Marvel Rivals is the only one that's really, like, as prevalent as it is or whatever. But, you know, we've seen other hero shooters come and go, you know, like Paladins. I guess the one from the League of Legends guys still gets some players. I don't know how well that's doing, but I'm not even remembering what it's called. That's how much eyes are on it, I guess. Valorant. So yeah, like, there's already that. Plus, I've talked about this ad nauseum. Jeff Keighley, and this is why I wanted to, I pointed to Jeff Keighley's tweet, both of his tweets, was because Jeff Keighley hyped this to fucking heaven and back. He ended his show with it, which right off the bat was to the gamers, you know, to the internet gamers, you know, to the internet or whatever you want to say. That was a knock against it. You end your show, the Game Awards, with a hero shooter live service game, which people are already tired of live service. They're getting a little tired of hero shooters and shooters in general. Maybe not shooters in general, but you know what I mean. When, especially too, you show a game like Fate of the Old Republic, which is essentially just Knights of the Old Republic 3 to a lot of people, you know, in a redundant way to say. You can't end your show after that with a live service hero shooter. You can't. Not only that, but then for the game to just go radio silent until about a week or two before the game actually came out. I think it was like a week. And it's just, it played very well. It felt really good. It was a good game. Like, if you just played it like that. And I think if you just decided to make a competitive shooter, probably would have worked out a little bit better. And again, whether it's fair or not, like, the internet decided this game was done from the get. Like, it was over pretty much right away. And again, whether that's fair or not, you know, that's another discussion. But once the internet kind of decides, it's kind of over at that point. And you have these other external factors that come in and say, like, well, no, you guys are wrong. Like, you're going to get more pushback from the internet. Again, Jeff Keighley ending his show and then saying, like, well, everyone's going to eat their words because this game is really good. Doesn't matter how good that game is. And again, I think that game plays really well. I mean, it's made from the people who made Titanfall. You know, a lot of people from ex Infinity Ward people, you know, ex Respawn people. So it's not like they don't have a pedigree in shooters. So, you know, it didn't matter that how well this game played. And it even brought in some stuff for the hero shooter genre that, you know, could differentiate it enough to, like, could have built its own cult following. But yeah, the internet is the internet, and it's its own beast that's going to be like, yeah, you know what? We don't care. We do not care. And that was kind of it. And yeah, we're seeing this situation, you know, where a game, you know, this is the second time now for a major, even though Highguard wasn't obviously a big AAA published game or from a big AAA publisher. Although I guess maybe it was because Tencent apparently was funding it. It came out and then Tencent pulled its funding. So I guess it was actually being published like that. But, you know, this is the second, like, major shooter in the subgenre of shooters, which for this one is Hero, that comes out and just falls flat on his face. Now it survived longer than Concord, which is the other game I'm referring to. It's another Concord situation. I mean, it's quite possible we might see a third situation with Marathon coming out. I think that's coming out this week, or next week, and that again, the internet's kind of already decided. Yeah, this is what's going to happen. This game is going to fail. And again, that's another discussion whether that's fair or not. But Highguard, I think, with a game like Highguard, it probably would have benefited to not have had so many eyes on it from the jump, and just to be like, hey, here's a new game from us, from people who made Titanfall. We made a new studio. Here's a new game, and it's shadow dropped like apparently they originally wanted it to be. It was just a shadow drop. And I think you just build out your game after that. And hopefully you just, but with so many eyes on it because of such a high profile, reveal and everything, I think it was an Icarus situation. It flew too close to the sun. And, nothing against Highguard, Wildlight. I mean, I get it. You get Jeff Keighley. He has his game awards. He comes in. He's like, hey, you know what? I love your game. Can I show your game at my awards? And they probably don't have a lot of money to go ahead and we're going to have some kind of reveal trailer at whatever. They probably were like, oh, yeah. Hey, he just wants to show our game. And he probably said, yeah, I'm not going to charge you guys or anything. I just want to show your game. I really love your game. Yeah, no disrespect to them. No, that's what they wanted. Or not that they wanted, but I would take that too. It's free publicity. Unfortunately, it became bad publicity. So yeah. Again, yeah. It sucks, too. Because I think those developers are very talented. But it's something that we were talking about on the podcast. Maybe just make a Titanfall spiritual successor. Something that people have really wanted for a long time, which is a Titanfall 3. And doesn't look like we're getting it anytime soon. I mean, you just make a mech shooter that feels like, Call of Duty, but has added mechs. You don't even have to have, the mechs fall from the sky. They just put them in the game like maybe Battlefield, but with mechs. I don't know. There's something there that that you could have tapped into that gamers have wanted for a long time, and has not been satisfied, instead of just another hero shooter. Which, again, granted, they did add some stuff with the mining and a focus on the raid stuff, but it was just another hero shooter to the internet, the collective internet. And ultimately, yeah, that didn't help it. But I think I'll go ahead and end the video there because I'm kind of ranting now at this point. As always, you like what I do on this channel. You like my podcast. You like my stupid voice and my stupid face. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Do the things. And until next time, I'll catch you later.